Hey, BooTube. As you can see, my dog is literally right there. No! Okay, fine. Come here. Come here. Come on. When you sit down properly. Thank you. Yeah. Aha. Anyway, what's up, BooTube? It's me and Odie. You wanted to be here. You deal with this. Okay? Hmm? Maybe in your face. I'm gonna be on your face. Okay. Anyway, this is my reaction rant to The Flash, because unfortunately for me, I did a recording for The Flash Season 3, Episode 20, titled I Know Who You Are. I actually did two videos, and they both got corrupted. Nice, huh? Okay, Odie, you need to go down, because your nails are digging into mommy's skin. Go, down. Are you for real? You are digging into my skin, child! I love you. Goodbye. Anyway, let's get this started. I'm not gonna go in major detail. Hang on for a sec, guys. Sorry, guys. There's, like, sounds everywhere. At the same time, I'm kind of eating breakfast. And, like, I swear, it's, like, windy, because our really old roof is making some creepy creaking sounds. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into major detail, because right now it's Friday, and obviously the episode premiered on Tuesday. Like I said, I recorded at least 2 videos on this, episode, but they both got corrupted somehow. So, that day, which was yesterday, Thursday, I barely remembered much, and that was, like, only Thursday. And so, let's see if my memory serves me on Friday, right? I remember, Barry, Cisco, and HR went to go find Tracy Brand, because, you know, Barry told the team about Tracy from the future. Because they're obviously seeking help from her to get that, Speed Force trap to get Savitar. Just like the future one did, right? But unfortunately, they get interrupted by Killer Frost, who is attempting to kill Tracy, because apparently, Savitar knew that Barry, Cisco, and HR were going to go find Tracy, because he sent Killer Frost to go kill Tracy ahead of time. And, Barry manages to defeat Killer Frost, but she, escapes. And they take Tracy back to Star Labs with Team Flash to pretty much show her her future. Like, she gets a Nobel Prize, she invented that Speed Force trap and all that stuff. All her theories about the Speed Force were kind of right. And, if I remember correctly, there was another moment where Killer Frost attempts to kill Tracy again. And, she pulls off the coolest thing ever. Like, you know that Disney movie, The Incredibles? Not really Disney. Was it Disney? Was it still Disney when it was Incredibles? Because I remember there's one time where Pixar and Disney were not together, and Pixar made a movie, and it was literally just Pixar. It wasn't Disney. Was that The Incredibles? But anyway, you remember that character Frozone, voiced by Samuel L. Jackson? Remember that moment where he's, like, surfing on, like, he's creating, like, an ice thing, like an ice path. He's, like, surfing around the city on it and everything like that. That's what Killer Frost pretty much did while the Flash was trying to chase her. And, like, I thought that was freaking cool. Because it was, like, a whole lot of reminders for that movie. Because the only time I ever saw that was Frozone from Incredibles. So I thought it was pretty cool. And plus the fact that, my god, Killer Frost had that mastery of her powers already. Like, how long was she Killer Frost? She wasn't even Killer Frost that long, and she mastered that kind of trick? That's pretty impressive, don't you think? But anyway, of course, HR and the others are trying to, you know, take Tracy to a safe place. And it was just, the Flash and Cisco vibe against, Killer Frost at that one moment. And, you know, Flash is like, I'm gonna lead her back over here. You stop her. But, of course, Cisco can't do it because he gets a flashback of Caitlyn, and he's like, I can't do it. You can see in his face, he can't attack Caitlyn. So, Killer Frost pretty much aims at him, but, you know, Flash interferes and goes in front of the blast, taking the blast for him. And not only that, Killer Frost freaking like, she's like, hey, what was that? It was the left leg that I hit you with last time, right? And she pretty much takes an icicle and stabs him in the opposite leg, making him pretty much immobile. Killer Frost returns to Savitar, who is basically very angry at her because this is 2 attempts. Like, the first attempt was pretty much where she works, and then the second attempt is where Cisco failed to stop her, but she still escaped. She didn't kill Tracy. So, obviously, Savitar's pissed off. He's like, really? Twice? You still couldn't kill Tracy? And, what really broke my heart in this episode was Joe's situation with his girlfriend, Cecile. Now, I don't want to get into too much detail, but Barry's all telling advice to Joe, saying, you know, you don't want to keep things from her, then tell her about Team Flash. But then Joe's like, you know what? Cecile's the only normal thing in my life, and I don't want to have her... I don't want that to change. I need something normal in my life. And at the same time, he's like, he probably doesn't want Cecile in any danger, because if she gets involved with Team Flash, she'll be in danger for sure, right? And so, also in the beginning of the episode, Cecile actually let slip that she loves Joe. Of course, in the beginning, Joe didn't say a word, but what broke my heart was the fact that in order to protect Cecile, instead of telling her about Team Flash, I guess he did this because he wanted to protect Cecile, but instead he decided to break up with Cecile. And as she's leaving, Joe gets another knock on the door. He opens the door, and there is Killer Frost, holding Cecile hostage, having a giant icicle like right at her throat, and it's like, you want your girlfriend back? Give me Tracy in exchange, right? So, yeah, they tried to go after Killer Frost. I remember, Killer Frost and Flash have a little battle. Cisco's also there. And if I remember correctly, Killer Frost, like, manages to keep Barry in place by freezing him to the ground, and it's really just up to Vibe versus Killer Frost. And this is where I got scared, because Killer Frost and Vibe are like blasting each other with their powers, trying to like get at each other, and it's like a stalemate almost. But there was one moment where Killer Frost's powers looked like it was overpowering Vibe, right? And Vibe was like, Killer Frost's blasts were so strong that it started to scooch him back a bit. And I was scared, because remember in the previous episode when we saw Future Cisco, we found out that Killer Frost froze Future Cisco's hands, and they just into pieces, right? So he lost his hands because of Killer Frost. So I thought, judging by this fight, I thought Cisco was going to lose his hands ahead of schedule, right? But then, you know, Cisco pulled through. He pulled through, and he blasted Killer Frost unconscious. And apparently, I don't know why, in the beginning when I first saw this, I didn't know why, but after he knocked her unconscious, he went straight to her, took out a needle, and drew some blood from her. And, once he finished drawing blood from her, freaking Savitar comes out of nowhere, and I forgot what he said, but I know that he pretty much takes Killer Frost and whisks her away, right? And apparently, the reason why, pretty much after the battle, the reason why Cisco drew some blood is apparently they're going to use her blood to potentially make a cure for her powers, which I thought was pretty cool. But anyway, like, Tracy, who was pretty much inspired by everything that happened, plans to build that Speed Force trap for Savitar. And also, she had encouragement from HR earlier in the episode, because at one point, all this stuff about her future and, you know, Savitar got a little too much for her. I don't blame her, because that's a lot of information to take in. You know, like, you're our only hope to save a life of one of our own, and then you learn your future, like, right away like that. I would freak out too, right? But anyway, at one point in the middle of the episode, she does, like, break away from the team, you know. She ends up going to this one statue place that she loves going to, and HR manages to go talk to her and, like, you know, have a heart-to-heart with her. And I thought that was one of HR's most greatest moments, because HR, I I was always suspicious of him. I didn't like him because I was suspicious of him, but he's warming up. I'm warming up to him, you know, especially after the little heart-to-heart speech he had with Tracy. I like that. But anyway, also in this episode, we find out that Wally was not in the majority of the episode only because he went to Earth 3 to visit Jessie, his girlfriend. But, like, by the end of the episode, when Joe comes home, Wally is there already. He came back from Earth 3, and apparently, I'm only guessing he's showing pictures to Iris and Barry, because he's in the middle of the couch with his phone, and then Iris and Barry are either side of him looking, and I'm guessing he's showing pictures of Earth 3 and Jessie and all that stuff. And while Joe's talking to all three of his kids, right, Barry has some sort of revelation. Like, he gets flashbacks of almost pretty much every conversation he had with Savitar, and any conversation he had either with Savitar, directly, indirectly, or, of course, Killer Frost. And then he gets his revelation, right? And so he's all telling the family, I'll be right back, and he pretty much runs outside the city to confront him. This is where I thought, is my prediction going to be right? Because remember, if you guys saw my prediction video, I thought Savitar was either going to be Jay Garrick or Ronnie Raymond. And I based this off of present-day Killer Frost's reaction when Savitar unmasked himself in front of her. That's why I thought Ronnie Raymond. And the reason why I thought Jay Garrick was because of future Wally. Because if you remember, Wally confronted Savitar in the future, got his spine, right? But at the same time, future Cisco's like, we don't know what Wally saw, but whatever it is made him catatonic. So I thought maybe it might have been Jay Garrick because, you know, Wally might have felt guilty because Jay Garrick became Savitar because he took Wally's place in the Speed Force and he got pissed off at that. I don't know. But that's why I thought maybe Jay Garrick. But I was totally wrong because Barry did this whole speech about I know who you are and everything. And Barry's like, you know everything about us because you were there when you were me, right? And I was like, what? And a part of me thought, oh my god, there's this one little detail that I forgot to put in my Who is Savitar theory video. And that was when future Barry told present day Barry about the time remnants that he created. And he even mentioned that Savitar will kill them, mostly. And I knew that detail, and I just totally forgot to put that in there, because if I remembered it and put it in my Savitar video, I most likely would have had a third option, and it would have been a time remnant Barry. But I didn't, and I felt stupid. And then Savitar comes out of his suit, and it turns out he is in fact future Barry, and we actually had another moment where he pretty much told us who he was. Remember when they were talking to Savitar through Julian? Remember when he was like, I'm the future, Flash? A lot of people thought that he was just saying to the Flash himself, I'm the future. But no, he actually pretty much revealed himself already, saying, there's no comma. It's like, it's not I'm the future, comma, Flash. It's I'm the future Flash. He pretty much told us who he was already from the beginning, and it's like, I felt so effing stupid. I really did. But yeah. It's been confirmed. Savitar is actually a future Barry Allen. I don't know where in time this future Barry Allen Savitar thing came from, but a part of me thinks it might be a time remnant only because of what future Barry told present day Barry when he said, you'll even make time remnants of yourself and Savitar will kill them. Mostly. That little detail makes me think that this future Barry Allen, that Savitar, might be a time remnant that 2024 Barry created. But anyway, that's for another theory, right? But anyway, this is my reaction rant to Season 3, Episode 20, titled I Know Who You Are. Peace, BooTube.